back into the top four, with Harry Kane and Son Heung-min combining for goals. This is what they like to consider normal service resumed at Tottenham. Son came off the bench to score within 5 minutes against West Ham, with a burst of pace and a touch to collect the pass threaded by Kane and a confident finish to beat Łukasz Fabianski. It was only his second Premier League goal since September, when he came on as a substitute, score 3 in a 6-goal romp against Leicester. This time, the Korean settled for 1 and shared the limelight with Emerson Royal, who scored the opening goal in a sweeping counterattack featuring a most unlikely cast, with Ben Davies claiming the assist from wing-back. Together, the goals capped an emphatic second-half display by Spurs, lifting them above Newcastle into fourth and making life a little easier for their absent boss Antonio Conte, watching from his home in Turin and preserving a perfect record for his assistant Christian Stellini. Unlikely scorer Emerson Royal opened the scoring for Tottenham Hotspur in their 2-0 London Derby win against West Ham. Tottenham assistant coach Christian Stellini took charge of Spurs with head coach Antonio Conte watching on from Italy. It is now 6 wins out of 6 for Stellini when deputizing for Conte, 3 wins here at Tottenham to go with 3 at Inter. For West Ham, a bright start soon transformed into a miserable derby defeat, which leaves them stuck in the bottom 3. A first-half low-on-goalmouth incident was mostly memorable for a sequence of sliding tackles by the ever-reckless Christian Romero. Fortunately, for Spurs, his timing was impeccable, and the Argentina centre-half came as close as anyone to finding the net. His powerful header from a corner flashed narrowly over. Until then it has been hard work. West Ham made a bright opening and could have scored inside a minute when Tomas Sosek hooked a quickly taken throw square to Jared Bowen, in space outside the Tottenham penalty box. Oliver Skipp got the nod to accompany Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in the center of midfield, in the absence of Rodrigo Bentancur and Yves Bissouma, but neither of them were anywhere to be seen as Bowen crashed a drive wide. It was an early concern for the hosts, with their depleted center against the power of Sosek, Declan Rice and Flynn Downs, who was in for Lucas Paqueta. The visitors converted their extra man in midfield into a short spell of pressure, forcing corners and mistakes, but Spurs grew into the game and were dominating by the time denied a strong penalty appeal. Thilo Kehrer handled it. Crouching low to challenge Richarlison in a crowded penalty area, he intercepted a pass aimed for Harry Kane with a strong left hand. There were echoes of the Sosek handball against Chelsea, although that deflected wide a shot on target and still wasn't given. Again, West Ham got away with it. Fabianski made his first save to keep out a long-range effort by Højbjerg, late in the first half, and then saved from Richarlison, and Romero beat Angelo Ogbonna in the air and headed over, and Tottenham summoned greater threat after the halftime interval. Twice, they were through onto Fabianski in the early stages of the second half. First, Richarlison with a shot too close to the West Ham keeper. Then Dejan Kulusevski dispossessed Rice and released Kane, who dragged it wide from an angle. Son Heung-min made it 2 for Tottenham following a Harry Kane assist, despite only coming on in the second half. The 30-year-old forward started on the bench after a disappointing run of form, with Richarlison coming into the starting 11. Son scored after a burst of pace and a touch to collect the pass threaded by Kane before a confident finish into the net. The breakthrough came when Højbjerg released Ben Davies, who found Royal unmarked to score first time, a goal that seemed to go to the Brazilian's head. With his first child on the way, he stuck the ball up his jersey in celebration and was soon performing a no-look pass and shimmying through his Brazilian party tricks, as the home crowd sang his name, right up until one ridiculous lunging tackle on Rice. Luckily, it was so bad that he was nowhere near the West Ham captain and he recovered some of his composure by the time Son came on and scored the second. In between the goals, Tottenham required a strong save from Fraser Forster when Bowen broke out onto a long ball touched on by Michail Antonio. It was just as vital as the goals and the clean sheet a boost for Forster. Lineups and match facts: Tottenham 3-4-3. Forster 7, Romero 7, Dyer 6. 5, Lenglet 6, Perisic 78, Royal 7.5, Skip 7.5, Sarr 89, Hojbjerg 8, Davies 7, Kulusevski 7, Mora 90, Kane 7, Richarlison 6. 5, Son 68, 7, unused subs: Austin, Sanchez, Danjuma, Porro, Tanganga. Goals: Royal 56, Son 72. Bookings: Skip, Perisic. Manager: Christian Stellini 7, West Ham 3-5-2. Fabianski 6, Kerrer 6, Ogbonna 6, Johnson 81, Agard 6. 5, Safal 5.5, Downs 6, Benrahma 72, Sosik 7, Rice 7.5, Emerson 6.5, Fornals 82, Antonio 5, Ing 72, Bowen 6. 5 goals, bookings: Antonio. Manager: David Moyes 6.